I didn't check her out. I swear to God, I promise, I didn't check her out. I'm like, whatever, dude, I saw it. If you checked her out, that's cool. Don't worry about it. It's all good. So this continued from the gym, and it kind of like, we went back and forth up until we got into the car and we were heading back home. And while we were heading back home, I'm like, babe, it's fine, whatever. If you wanted to check her out, that's cool. Just be up front. He's like, what the fuck? I already told you I'm not checking her out, right? And he just kind of like explodes. And then it's like, that's it. All hell breaks loose. Bart goes into like gorilla mode. He starts like hitting things inside the car. He can't take it anymore. I haven't apologized for anything because I feel like he did me wrong. And I'm just like, all right, whatever. Just go have your little tantrum then, right? So he's having his tantrum. He can't take it anymore because he's like about to murder me, I think. And like he gets out of the car because we're at a red light. Gets out of the car and starts walking home. And I'm like, what the fuck? Fine, let him walk. I don't care.
Yeah, usually for me, when there's a situation, I am the type to immediately address it and logically break things down. But as soon as it goes to this level where there is no more reasoning involved and things that are coming out of the other person's mouth is just to anger me or just to be emotional, and I can sense that they're not trying to resolve the situation, those are the times that make me explode and make me leave the situation unless I'm trying to like be locked up for life. And for that example, because I don't remember when that happened.
Sure.
And I really don't remember when that. But I do remember that moment that I really didn't check any girl out, because if I did check a girl out and she calls me out on it,
he's gonna say he's looking at shapes. I get it.
No, after a couple of times, if I did check a girl out, I'd be like, yeah, I was.
What do you mean after a couple of times? What does that mean?
Times.
Wait, whoa. What does that mean after a couple of times?
What?
What does that mean? After a couple times of what? That I've asked you?
Yes.
Why not the first time?
Because sometimes it's cutie.
You fucking love getting underneath my skin, I swear.
Well, anyways, so even when it comes to checking out girls, or I don't even like calling it that. When it comes to looking at girls,
shapes.
For me, personally, there's two different things. Me, into someone that's into fitness, I look at both guys and girls for symmetry, aesthetics, and all that, right? So when I see a girl walk in and I'm like, oh, cool. She has nice legs, nice ass, she probably does squats, lunges, whatever. And it's just my natural, like, fitness mind thinking. But I'm not trying to deny that I'm also a guy where, like, if we're eating at a restaurant and a hot girl, like, walks by and catches my attention, I can't control it, but my eyes will be like, and then it's my intellectual side that's like, what the hell are you doing? You got a girlfriend, don't make her look dumb. That's like, and brings it back to here.
You see, but you don't even have to.
But all guys go through that. No guy, unless they're a straight up douchebag or scum of the earth, wants to disrespect their girlfriend, right?
And that's not what I'm saying.
But so at that time though, when you said that I was staring at that girl, I didn't even know what girl you're talking about, and I think that's what got me so pissed, because I was like, what? What fucking girl are you talking about? I was not looking at any girl. Because remember the other time when there was that one black girl, you thought I was staring at her, but then I was just looking at her, I was like, damn, she looks like a track star because of her legs. And I saw her shirt, and there was she was wearing a track shirt, like 2012 champion.
But this is what his eyes were doing the entire time. So I'm at the squat rack, right? And you know, when you're doing the squat rack, for most like, what are they, commercial gyms, they have like this mirror in front of you, right? So I'm like looking at like my posture, making sure that I'm like good to go, my knees are like not gonna be all fucked up, right? So I'm like squatting and I see his reflection behind me because he like just finished his set. So he's sitting there and the black girl is like right next to me working out, right? And I'm trying to focus on my set, but I can't because I see this fool's fucking small ass eyes go like this. I'm like, what the hell?
That tells me you weren't even putting out during that set.
I was completely putting out, but the fact that like, because I'm staring at myself.
Focus?
Stop it. Because I see my face here, but then I see your face here, and there's something that keeps moving. So I'm like, what the hell is going on? So I'm doing this, and then I catch your eyes going like this. I'm like, fuck! I'm gonna die because I carry so much weight.
Why are you gonna die?
Because I squat a lot of weight.
So anyways.
Just kidding.
So just to clear it up for you girls, unless you're dating a scumbag and he doesn't give a fuck, yes, he will be staring like a motherfucker. But for most guys, let me finish. They do respect their girl. They ain't trying to disrespect you on purpose. It's just human nature. When a guy sees a hot girl, they're gonna be like,
Damn!
But then it's their mind that's like,
And I get
I
it.
respect my girl, I love my girl, that pew brings it back.
Okay.
So,
Wait a minute.
Why do you keep trying to cut me off for?
Wait a minute. So, to also kind of blow your mind at the same time, girls don't even give a fuck that you're checking other girls out if you do two things. One, if you're a good boyfriend and you always tell them, hey, I love you, and you reassure them that they're the only ones that are in your heart, right? One. Two is if you're just upfront, if you just say, hey, what do you think about that girl? She's cute, right? Then the girl's gonna be like, hey, yeah, most likely she's just gonna jump in the conversation.
That's what I told you.
We also like to look at girls and hot people. We're not blind. We're not, like, we get that, guys.
I know, but I told you that I agree with you on that I know that. But for that specific situation, I didn't even know what girl you're talking about. And you know from your own personal experience that if there's a hot girl, I have shown you on Instagram, damn, she's pretty hot, right? And you're like, yeah, she's hot. So you know that I do that. I don't know why you're fighting like as if I don't do that. But I'm talking about that in general, guys don't try to disrespect their girls.
Well, okay, and I get that. But for that particular situation and example, I saw your eyes move, right? Maybe it was just bad timing. I don't know. We'll never know now, right? But I mean, I believe what you're saying. But I think what had to have happened in that situation was because I felt wronged and I presented the problem, I expected for you to apologize. I guess with that example, I don't know, I think we could have dealt that in a completely different way. And it should never be to the point where you want to just kill each other. I think that's always bad.
Yeah, I think in all arguments, it's never like one person is completely at fault. There's always that, at the most extreme, 99-1, where even when one person seems like they're completely at fault, all the evidence points at them, the other person always has the choice to be the bigger man. And
sure.
Usually being the bigger person will like douse the flames like crazy. Like for example, when she completely like, when she was blaming me for staring at this girl that I don't even know about, instead of like being so defensive and be like, what the fuck are you talking about? Fuck, for the 25th time, I wasn't staring at any girl. I should just be like, babe, wait, let's go back to the gym. Let's see which girl you're pointing out at, or like, I'm sorry.
That would have been amazing.
Yeah, or like, I'm like, hey, babe, I'm sorry that you think that I was staring at a girl, but I really wasn't, or whatever, you know, like that. I could have been the bigger man to douse the situation, but I didn't. I was just more caught up into my own pride, like.
Right.
Yeah.
And you know what sucks? It's like after every huge fight that you and I have ever had, I like to sit there and think about, you know, my life, and I like to think about mistakes that I've made. And I think when it comes to fighting, I always hate the way I dealt with that situation. Like every single fight, I feel like, fuck, I could have done it this way, I could have done it that way. Why didn't I say this? Why did I say this? One of the things that I came up with that I've yet to implement, and I'm gonna try really hard to do this, but one of the things that I felt that might help with people who are emotional like myself, and you can't talk the problem through like on the spot, I told myself that I would, before opening my mouth and saying some dumb shit, that I would like count 3 seconds and just be like 1, 2, 3. And as I'm counting, I'm really trying to think of like the nice stuff that I could say opposed to the negative things that I'm about to say, and like so that I could feel better. Because I think when I deal with it that way, I think I'm being pretty selfish. Because I'm like, why did he do that to me? Why didn't he just say sorry? What? And I'm thinking more about myself when what I should have been doing is being like, shit, okay, wait a minute. Let's see what happened here and really try to analyze the situation. If you guys would like to see how Bart deals with the way I solve our fighting situations, then go ahead and check out his video, because he's got a really funny story to share with you guys. But as the years passed, I started peeling back all these different layers of what makes Bart Bart, and I started noticing that there were a lot of big baby traits
like
that I had no fucking preparation for.